85th minute. Argentina are losing to England, 5 minutes from elimination. And watch what every white shirt is doing. They're marking Messi. All of them. Which means that when the ball rolls out to the edge of the box, the man standing in acres of space is someone else entirely. One touch. A bending strike around Pickford. 1-1. And here's the detail that should scare every team on earth. This is the second time in 8 days that this exact man has saved Argentina from going home. His name is Enzo Fernández. And in this video, I'll show you 3 things. How a kid that River Plate sent away for being too light became the most expensive player in British football history. The 2 years that nearly buried him under that price tag. And the tactical mechanic, one specific, repeatable pattern that explains why he is always, somehow, the free man when Argentina need a miracle. Oh, and pay attention to who gives him the pass in these moments. That detail is 4 years old, and it pays off at the end. Hit the like button early. If the story doesn't grab you, you can take it back at the end. Deal? Let's start in San Martín, Buenos Aires province, January 2001. A River Plate fanatic named Raúl names his newborn son after the club's greatest idol, Enzo, for Enzo Francescoli. The boy grows up playing for neighborhood club La Recova with his brothers, 2 of whom, in a lovely family betrayal, support Boca Juniors. By 6, he's inside River's system, a standard wonderkid story. Except it wasn't, because when Enzo finally debuted for River in 2020, at 19, not 16, coach Marcelo Gallardo took one look and sent him away on loan. The verdict: talented passer, not ready physically, too light for men's football. And this is where the player was actually built. At little Defensa y Justicia, under Hernán Crespo, Enzo stayed after training for extra physical work. Duels, running power, the engine to press for 90 minutes. And the small club gave him his first 2 international trophies, the Copa Sudamericana in 2020 and the Recopa in 2021, where he scored his penalty in the shootout. Remember that verdict, too weak, because his entire career since has been a rebuttal. Back at River, the passer learned to hurt teams. 10 goals and 6 assists in the first half of 2022 alone. Benfica bought him that summer, and he needed exactly 6 months to outgrow Portugal, running the midfield of a team that topped a Champions League group above PSG and Juventus. UEFA described his passing with a phrase I love: heat-seeking missiles. Then came the World Cup, and this is where the clutch pattern starts. He debuted for Argentina barely 2 months before the squad was named and started the tournament on the bench. Then Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia, the whole country panicked, and in the must-win match against Mexico, a 21-year-old substitute curled in a goal that changed the mood of an entire nation. The assist? Lionel Messi. Hold on to that. From that night, Enzo didn't miss a single knockout minute. Argentina became champions, and he was named the best young player of the entire World Cup. 6 months later, Chelsea paid Benfica 121 million euros, the biggest transfer in British history. World champion at 21, record price tag, storybook complete. Right? Wrong. Because the next 2 years nearly buried him. He walked into a Chelsea in permanent chaos. Around 10 new signings arriving with him, managers changing, no stable system. And tactically, they broke him. They parked their most expensive player so deep that he received the ball next to the center backs and was asked to create everything alone, 50 meters from goal. Every turnover was visible. Every quiet game was proof Chelsea overpaid. Then his body gave in. A groin problem he played through until it needed surgery in April 2024, ending his season. He admitted openly he wasn't the player from the World Cup. And that summer came the worst chapter. A video from the Copa America bus with a racist chant about French players, condemned even by his own Chelsea teammate. He apologized and called it indefensible. By mid-2024, the record signing was injured, out of form, and at the center of a scandal. What happened next is why we're here. Chelsea's staff made one tactical decision that changed everything. And this is the analytical heart of this video. They stopped using Enzo as a deep-lying quarterback and pushed him forward into a free number 8 role next to a destroyer, Moises Caicedo, with one new instruction: arrive in the box. Look at what that single change produced. 2024-25, 9 goals and 17 assists. Then, the Club World Cup, 3 assists, the most at the entire tournament, and a Chelsea trophy. And last season, 54 matches, more than any Chelsea player, 15 goals, his best scoring season ever, and his 50th game wearing the captain's armband. Same player, same passing range, one different starting position. And here's the mechanic I promised, the reason he's always free. It has 2 parts. Part 1. Enzo doesn't stand in the box waiting. He arrives late, after the defense has already assigned its markers. That's how a midfielder who is 1.78 m keeps scoring headers. The winner against Egypt, a semi-final header for Chelsea against Leeds. He doesn't out-jump defenders. He arrives where they aren't. Part 2. And this one is specific to Argentina, Messi's gravity. When Messi touches the ball near the box, defenses physically collapse toward him, sometimes 3, 4 players. Someone has to become free. For years, Enzo used that gravity as a passer, switching play away from the overload. Now he uses it as a finisher. Go back to the England goal. Every defender tracking Messi. Enzo alone on the edge of the box. The mechanic didn't just create the goal. The mechanic was the goal. Now, put the clutch pattern together, because the data is almost eerie. This World Cup, Enzo has 2 goals, and both came in knockout matches, with Argentina losing. Against Egypt, 2-0 down, the comeback, and Enzo's stoppage time header wins it 3-2, a goal that also happened to be the 3,000th in the history of the Men's World Cup. Against England, trailing 1-0, 85th minute, the equalizer that broke Tuchel's wall. He doesn't score often for Argentina. He scores when the match is about to die. And remember the pass I told you to watch? Mexico, 2022, Messi assist. England, 2026, Messi assist. 4 years apart, the same 2 men, the same rescue. The king keeps choosing the same successor. Now, honestly, because this channel doesn't do fairy tales without the fine print, Enzo is not flawless. He's not a true solo holding midfielder. He hunts the ball and leaves space behind him. He has no elite top speed. His vertical passing is risky by design, which means turnovers. And his game depends heavily on the roll. Bury him too deep and the goals vanish. Push him too high and you lose your best deep passer. But in the biggest matches, with the right structure around him, all of it disappears, and only the clutch remains. Which brings us to Sunday, the World Cup final. Argentina against Spain. The machine that just dismantled France without breaking a sweat. And here's why this matters beyond one match. Not long ago on this channel, we broke down Argentina's impossible problem after Messi, and the final question was, is there one player in this squad you'd trust to carry them? For the first time, someone is auditioning for that job live, at a World Cup, in the 90th minute, with Messi himself handing him the stage, 1 assist at a time. So here's my question for you. Is Enzo Fernández the first true leader of post-Messi Argentina? Or will he forever be judged through the 121 million Chelsea paid? And can his late-arriving magic crack the best defense on the planet on Sunday? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to know exactly how terrifying that Spanish machine is, the full breakdown of how they destroyed France is already on the channel.